What's up, y'all? We back again. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all be waiting for us to come through, so we here. Drop a little sauce on you. Tonight I'm dropping stuff. I don't know why I'm dropping all this stuff, but I'm dropping. Drop some knowledge. But anyhow, about to talk about unorthodox marriage the Richburg way. And basically, this is kind of piggybacking off my last video about who cares what people think. I briefly addressed it because my husband and I, we have a very, very untraditional marriage. Not like swinging, we're not swinging, you know what I mean? So get the thought out your head. We ain't doing that. But at the same time, we don't follow the rules, you know what I'm saying? We don't color all the way inside the lines, just in terms of tradition and expectations of what a marriage should be. And for us, it works, but a lot of people around us, they don't quite understand how we move and why we move the way we move, you know what I mean? So this is a video about us. It's a little personal. Let you in a little bit, but it works.
Baby.
A little baby thingy.
Mm-hmm.
So, but honestly, before I met this guy, I was very, very traditional. Always wanted to be a good sheep, like he liked to say. I just wanted to not offend nobody. I ain't never want nobody to be upset and all that. I just wanted to keep things nice and precise and, just follow a certain path that was created for me. And to be honest, the type of person I am, that don't really work. Work for a little while, but when the real me come out, oh, that's out the window. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And basically, like, I feel like everybody need to make their relationships their own. We kind of touched on it on a previous video. Make it authentic. Like, what works for y'all? What's gonna make y'all happy with each other? Because you think about a lot of these marriages or relationships that people ain't happy. It's no reason to be in it if you're not gonna be happy. So you should.
I agree.
Both of y'all should kind of come to each other with what you really want to do, what you really like, and see if you can like make a compromise that works for both of y'all. Because we do a few unorthodox things, just to keep it interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And
I was just gonna say that one of the main things like that we do that's totally different. I mean, some people do it, but he's a stay-at-home dad. I'm the one that works. So people up in arms like, what? He don't work. You know what I'm saying? But let's be clear. He does. He works from home. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to make it pop. So I'm supporting my man, supporting his dreams. You feel me? But at the same time, that's not very traditional. If you old school, the man work. The man, he bring home the bacon. The woman stay home, clean the house, take care of the kids. And that don't work for us.
Right.
But us doing it this way works just fine. So I'm like, if it works fine for us, why anybody else care? You know what I'm saying? But I think people get so used to the way things used to be. You know what I'm saying? And
boring way.
Right, I was about to say tradition can be boring. Like I said in my last video, I'm not knocking it. Like, you fine with it and you enjoy it and that's what you like to do, then by all means do it. But like with two spontaneous people like you and I, we're very free spirited, you know what I'm saying? We just like to have fun, have a good time. Like, that don't really work for us,
Yeah, me and her, some couples, they don't really party together. They like do a little bit, but like me and her, like, this is my stick partner. Like,
hey.
I don't. If I'm partying or something like that, I want my wife there. And a lot of people aren't able to say that, but it's because of the relationship we built together. Like, we got to understand and we accept each other for everything that we are, rather than trying to
change each other
and fix something. I mean, fixing is for somebody to do on their own. You shouldn't be in a relationship where the person feel like they gotta fix you.
That's true. I mean, that's real true. I really agree with that a lot because I used to have that issue. You know what I'm saying?
We all did.
Right. Like, whoever I was with, I wanted them to fit into this certain box. I wanted them to conform into the boyfriend or whoever that I wanted them to be, And that's stressful. Like, you cannot make nobody be something they not ready or willing to be. Right. Like, you'll drive yourself crazy, pull all your hair out,
Yep.
You drink all your wine like I did. Now I need some more because it done drove you crazy. But or you done drove yourself crazy trying to change them.
Yep.
But also another thing with us, like we're very honest. Like, you know, people be like, you told him that or you told her that. Like, you know, we're very transparent with each other because it's like, why be with somebody you got to hide stuff from and, you know, you cannot walk in your truth with. Like, either they gonna accept it or they not, you know what I mean? And it's just easier that way. Like, if you can just be forthcoming and put all your cards on the table, then it's much easier to navigate a marriage that way. Then, you know, you got all these hidden pieces, all these bombs dropping every which way, you know what I mean? So it's easier to just, you know, come together, let's talk, let's have open, honest communication because, you know, this is a perfect example. I know a lot of women, y'all about to go crazy. But, you know, my husband and I, like, when we watch TV shows, like, we honest with each other. Like, if he see an attractive woman, you know, he'll call it out. Like, oh, you know, she look good, she fat, like, whatever the case. If I see an attractive dude, like, hey, if I ever had a hall pass, like, that would be it. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, it just, I don't know, it creates a certain level of comfort or something in the marriage where you can do that and you not having to hide it because you're thinking it anyway. Like, whether you say it or not, you thinking it. You know what I'm saying? So to be able to be honest and open with your partner and let them know, like, you find somebody else attractive, I don't feel like nothing's wrong with that. Like, you know, you don't have to act on it, but, you know, if it's something in your mind, like, you know, whatever.
It makes you feel like you can actually be you because a lot of guys that I know that in situations, you know, they're 75% them. But, you know, it's a 25% that their lady don't have no idea about. You know, and with us, she knows me all the way, you know, because I told her, you know, and I know her. She told me. So it's like you understand how they think. And I don't know, it creates a stronger bond to me.
No, I agree with that. I agree with that wholeheartedly because, I mean, I've never been in a relationship like this where I could actually be myself 100%. Like, I always say, it's nothing that nobody could tell him, or it's not a side that I could show him that he hasn't already seen or that he doesn't already know. So it's something just really refreshing about that. Like, you just feel so secure in your relationship when you feel like that person is totally transparent and honest and open with you, you know?
Yeah, that's true. So the whole idea is, you know, to get y'all to think about, like, your relationship and how you want to kind of conduct it. You know, understand that that person you're dealing with is a whole nother person with their own mind, their own experiences that got them to where they at. So, you know, be a little more patient with people, you know, like, understand why they might think that. Like, you know, because people want to get mad, insecurities. You know, like, for instance, if she finds a guy attractive or something like that, that doesn't make me mad. You know, I mean, that's how she feel. That's where she at. You know, and, like, I feel like if I was to get mad, it's just gonna make her shut down and be like, all right, well, I just won't say this, you know,
right?
And try to, because back in the day, one of my first relationships, this girl, she kind of made me feel like I was just her everything and. You know, and, like, I was younger and naive, so I wanted to believe it. I didn't necessarily believe it, but I wanted to. You know, and what it did was, when reality hit and, you know, things kind of went haywire, I was hurt even more because I was expecting her representative, you know, and not really knowing who she really was. But I did make it to where she wouldn't tell me because, you know, I was jealous and stuff like that. So if she did like certain things, you know, I act all crazy about it, and she shut that part down. You know, so I learned from that.
Yeah. And then another thing I was going to say too, like, you know, another part of stepping out of tradition is, like, you don't always have to do things in a routine or expected way. Like, shake things up. Like, you know, for us, we have this thing where, like, every day of the week represents something different. So, you know, Mondays may be Margarita Mondays. You know, Tuesday may be Taco Tuesdays. You know, Taco Tuesdays. Look, Wednesday I forget, but, you know, basically whatever day of the week is, we try to find something that goes with that day. And, you know, it's like, it just creates a level of excitement and, you know, just when you have something to look forward to, where everything not just humdrum and boring and the same thing over and over again. So I really, really appreciate my husband for just kind of exposing me to a different way of thinking, because, you know, somebody that grew up like me, very traditional, you know, very sheltered from some things, to kind of be exposed to like, hey, you can still be yourself and you can still, you know, have fun. You can still live your life freely. That was like, wow, you know, so I don't have to walk this straight line, you know what I'm saying? I don't have to, like, you know, be in this little box I've been in all my life. I can actually stick my head out and breathe and wave, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's very refreshing and liberating. So I'm very thankful, you know, that I met you and that you showed me like, hey, tradition is boring. Like for us, you know,
Yeah,
let's make our own rules. And, you know, that's what I encourage you to do. Because like what we do may not work for you. We're not saying, hey, do what we do. But
Right.
at the same time, we're like, do what's best for your marriage and your situation. You know, if your husband or wife have a thought or idea that may seem a little bit off the wall, like, just give it a chance. You know what I'm saying? Just hit them out. Don't make them feel less than or make them feel small, because like he said, they'll just shut down and they'll never tell you nothing again. So at least just consider it, like, you know, okay, that's interesting, or wow, I never thought of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, the worst thing you can do is to shoot somebody down and make them feel like inferior in any way, you know. So you definitely have to have an open mind and be willing to listen, be willing to take some chances. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Life is about chances anyway. Who wants to play it safe all the time?
Exactly. So anyhow, you know, we just wanted to drop that little tidbit. Hopefully, it can resonate with some people, and just know it's all right to be different. You know, your marriage is your marriage. Don't compare with other people. Don't compete with other people. Just know what makes you and your spouse happy and what y'all like together as a couple, and then live y'all life that way, you know.
Right. I agree.
All right, y'all. That's all for tonight. Holla at y'all next time.